Hey guys, thanks for joining the channel today. I'm going to do a seed haul video, and these are all from Baker Creek. So I'm a big fan of their seeds. I've got a ton over here, although that one was not right in the front there, but there's probably over 100 in here. Not that, you know, they're exclusive to what I buy. They got a lot of cool things. So I like Botanical Interest seeds. I really like that Epic Gardening channel. He bought that company. That was really cool. There's this other, what is this? Renee's Gardens, and I'm a big fan of this, the Native American Seed Company. They've got a lot of native seeds for my area. Oklahoma, specifically, Northeast Oklahoma. Anyway, it's not a seed haul from any of those companies, so let's try cutting this up and see what we get. I kind of forgot what I ordered, but it was a big order. Like, big order. Let's see, I need somewhere to put all these on. Put it down here. Put you right there. Okay, first up, Candy Roaster from North Georgia Squash. Pretty excited about that. They looked like they were pretty delicious. They had really good reviews. Some banana peppers, because I don't know what happened to mine. Salad Burnett. I've heard this kind of tastes like cucumber. Is that what it says? It says it's got a great cucumber-like flavor. It's a perennial, which is pretty great. So that's awesome. Got a separate file. Mibuna. I don't know. This is a Japanese under-the-radar culinary gem. It's great in salads, eaten raw or lightly stir-fried, kind of like a mustard green would be. That's pretty cool. It's exciting. I bet it tastes good. Flat white boer squash. That looks pretty cool. From South Africa. It gets apparently up to 30 pounds, which I guess isn't that big for a squash or a pumpkin, but pretty big. Lemon balm. I've never grown this, so I'm excited about that. What's this handy for? It's lemon flavored, clearly. Great in teas. It's a perennial. Really trying to put a bunch of perennials in my garden. This is not one of them. Lemongrass. I grew lemongrass from seed last year and it did really well here until the frost. I didn't actually get to use it, but it smelled really nice. Well, I'm going to use it this year. And I plan to cook a lot of Thai cuisine and Asian cuisine. That will go really well. Celtis, I guess. Part of a lettuce family. You grow it for the stem here. Supposed to be able to just crunch on it. Maybe saute it if you want. I don't know. It looked really interesting and looked good, so I'm gonna get that. My goodness, this is a big bag of seeds. What do we got? Petite Grise de Rennes. Sure, I'm butchering that. Cantaloupe, kind of melon sort of thing. Let's see, 2 pound fruits. Apparently it's really floral smelling and tasting. It's really good. Sakata's Sweet Melon. This, it'll make 3 or 4 inch round melons, which is cool. I didn't realize they were that small. Sweet, crisp, and crunchy. And edible skin, which is pretty awesome. So that's exciting. Can't wait to grow those. Sweet dumpling squash. 1 pound fruits. Tender orange flesh. Should be good. Hopefully they're all good, right? Oh, here's a free seed. Got some bok choy. It's pretty great. I don't have any. That works out. So got some goji berries. I've heard a lot about these. I've never tried them. It's supposed to be a super fruit. I wonder if it's perennial. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. It doesn't say on here. Could be. Thyme? I don't have any. It's a perennial, tender perennial though. It'll probably be a perennial here. It does get down to sometimes under freezing. Like, you know, a couple of years ago it got down to negative 13, I think. That may have been with the wind chill. It may have been colder than that. I don't know, but it was really cold. But I imagine if we mulch it really well, it should be fine. What do we got? Sweet Alyssum? I can't remember. Got it for the flowers. They're pretty. I've got a lot of flowers this year. Planted probably 50 different kinds, maybe. I really want all the pollinators to come in. I've got about 3/4 of an acre in the backyard, and my goal is to not have to mow any of it by the end of this year. Just beds everywhere. Let's see. It's an annual though, so I'll have to save the seeds from these. I'm really excited about saving a bunch of seeds this year. Some early Mizuna, nutritious greens, cold tolerant, remains tender even after several harvests. Let's see. Some brassica. Not a lettuce. I thought it was kind of a lettuce, but it'll probably, I don't know. What do you think it'll taste like? I'm sure you guys know. Probably good. Chervil, known as French parsley. It's an annual and often added to eggs and vegetable and fish dishes. I'm trying to really grow out my herbs. I have a big collection because they are very expensive. I don't know if you've purchased groceries ever, but herbs are expensive. Mizuna red streaks, same deal. Peppery mustard green, gets apparently 3 feet tall. Dark purple in cooler weather. So that's something to look forward to at the end of the year. Got some fenugreek, because it smells really good, so I thought I'd grow some. It's an annual. You use the seeds in a curry. Makes a tea, so they say. What is this? Orangello thyme. Just another kind that, does it smell like orange? I don't know why it's called orange. Doesn't tell me. It's perennial though. It's a spiller herb. What else? Honey nut squash. This is supposed to taste really delicious. Like a really good butternut. Butternut? Butternut. Only 4.5 inches long, huh? Well, that's pretty small. It's way smaller than I thought. Ooh, I'm excited about these. Winged beans. Massive yields, apparently. So, I watched some videos on this. I watched Baker Creek's videos, rareseeds.com, if you guys want to go there. They've got a video on this, and it looks really delicious. It just makes a ton of beans. They're like green beans, kind of. Really big and wings on them. Cherokee Trail of Tears beans. I'm trying to collect all the beans. We don't even eat that much beans here. I just really enjoy the way that they look dried in a jar. Rogue Vif d'Etampes. I have no idea. It's French, I guess. It is an old French heirloom. It doesn't say how big it gets. Looks cool though. What do we got? Dreadlocks amaranth. I've got, I think, 6 or 7 different kinds growing already, but I didn't have these. These are pretty cool. It says it's a dwarf form of the Love Lies Bleeding, which I've got growing. Those will look neat. It's another free seed. I got some Landis Winter. This is the second one I've got of this, so I might be trading that to somebody or just giving it away. I haven't grown any of it yet, but I need to. Mini bell pepper mix, because I've got tons of hot peppers that I have yet to seed. I really need to get on that because it's now April 2nd. So I should have sown those maybe 2 or 3 months ago, but I didn't. So it goes, right? So it goes. Cardinal basil. This is exciting. You can use the flowers in flower arrangements and leaves in cooking, clearly. I just thought it was neat and I didn't have it. I've got Dr. Burns lemon basil, red Reuben purple passion basil, spicy bush Greek basil, some sweet basil, Genovese basil, Kapur basil, which is holy Tulsi. I assume they're the same because it says basil in it. I don't know, maybe not. I think I got some more basils too. Elephant dill. I don't have this one. I've got bouquet dill. I think there's a couple others that I need to get. But I'm excited about, I mean, the dill's great, but I'm excited to see those caterpillars in my garden and then the subsequent butterflies. I forget which one. Maybe it's swallowtail? I don't know. This is supposed to be huge. Blue Hubbard squash, up to 40 pounds. They get massive. It's supposed to be really great for pies and baking and soups. My wife loves squash soup, so that should help out quite a bit. Incredible dwarf mix of Coreopsis. I've only got one growing this year. Well, I've got some that are in this Songbird Delight mix, I think. Oh, maybe not. Nope. There are no Coreopsis in here. I've got a chocolate Coreopsis somewhere over here growing. So that's exciting. What is this? Zucchino. Rampig. That. It's a squash. It looked really good. It's Italian. What else do we have? Pattison Golden Marbury Scallop Squash. Hopefully my squashes do good this year. I got a decent harvest last year before the vine borers came in, the bastards. But I was able to continue the vines a little bit by kind of just burying them, you know, the stems a little bit further up. They'll grow some roots, knock that off, and then I got some BT spray somewhere. It's supposed to be organic. I don't have it in here, I guess. But it doesn't hurt the, you know, the squash, and it kills the larvae of that borer. It'll eat that flesh and whatever. I'm sure you guys know all about that. Odessa squash. Sure it's good. Ooh, cool. This is a free seed, the Matsumoto Formula Asters. Pretty. 24 to 38 inches in length. Fluffy petals and yellow centers, tolerant to fusarium. I don't know what that means. That's exciting. Love getting more flowers. Lettuce leaf basil. So there's another one. Japanese basil, 3-inch to 5-inch leaves. Oh my goodness, there's so many more seeds. Mbambo green seeds, or beans, I mean. 5 to 6-inch pods, kidney shaped, bright emerald green dry beans. Again, it's gonna look really cool in a jar. I'm sure they're delicious as a bean to eat also. Cardoon. I think this is similar to, what's that stuff? Artichokes. But you eat, I think it's like the main part of it, the stem and the leaves and all that. I think you eat all that instead of flower or whatever it is. Yeah, grown for the fleshy leaf ribs, easier to crop than artichokes. We like artichoke dip, so maybe we'll try that with this. I'm sure it grows well. Ah, there's another one. Thai sweet basil. Everybody knows about that one. Gelber Englisher custard squash. I had this a few years ago, and I had a big bucket of Baker Creek seeds and botanical interest seeds, and I left them outside. And I went on a trip, and I forgot about them, and they all got wet and moldy, and it really bummed me out. So that was one of them. That's why I bring that up. So I've been having to, oh, all right. I accidentally bought 2 of these, so I'm gonna give these away to somebody, maybe. Caraway. I've never grown caraway. I don't particularly care too much for it. It's okay. But when you need it, I'll have it. Lemon squash. These are apparently really tiny. I think they're like that big. Maybe a little bit bigger than your thumb. I don't know. Like you can get a lot of them. So I'm pretty pumped about those. Musc de Provence squash. This was one of those that was in that box that got wet. 20-pound flat pumpkin. Looks like a large wheel of cheese, it says. Boston marrow squash. 15-pound fruit. It's Hubbard shaped. Very fine, or very dry, fine-grained, and unsurpassed for sweetness. First documented in 1831 by Fearing Burr. Interesting. It looks pretty. Butternut rugosa violina gioia squash. Italian butternut type. Deep orange and sweet. Perfect for desserts and roasting and stuffing and baking. It says good for marketing. I guess so, because I bought it. Butternut Waltham squash. Just normal butternut. I don't normally look at the camera while I'm filming, so I'm looking at the screen inadvertently. I should be looking over here. Oh, okay, we're just about done here. Succotash beans, because they're purple and it sounds fun. It's got a good name. A rare ancient bean from the Narragansett Indian tribe of Rhode Island. Used for succotash, a dish of corn and beans that historians believe was served at the first Thanksgiving. This bean is ideal for the north, particularly on the coast, neither of which I am on or near. I can't get any further from a beach or an ocean or anything. Well, I guess I could go a little bit further north. Anyway, Cylindra beets. Well, let's see. I don't have any beets, and these look really cool. They're long. They're from Denmark. Nicknamed Butter Slicer for smooth, textured, sweet, tender flesh. So that'll be cool. I want to make this. A friend of mine makes pickled eggs from beet juice, and they are incredible. They're purple all the way through. I wish I had them all the time, but they take a lot. But I've got 22 chickens, so I can make as many hard-boiled eggs as I can get. 2 more. Good Mother Stallard beans. Plump maroon and white beans. They're great in soups. Clearly, as all beans are, for the most part. This is exciting. Moringa, a dwarf moringa. It's grown as an annual because I'm not in a tropical environment. I don't know. I'm just really interested to try it. I guess they sprout pretty easily. There's 10 seeds in here for $5. They feel weird, so I'm actually gonna open these and show you guys. Oh, interesting. Check this out. They got this papery stuff on the outside, and they're... Oop. Oh no! Anyway, that's a moringa seed. They sent more than they said on the package. Good on them. We'll be growing some and either probably selling them on the local marketplace. We'll give a few away to friends. Maybe. I need to sell plants from these so that way, you know, I might be able to recoup a little bit of that cost. Here's some of the ones that I've just recently got from them that weren't, just a couple weeks ago that I haven't opened yet. But Purple Karma barley. I'm really excited to grow barley. I used to make my own beer, so I'd like to grow all this out and then save all the seed from that and then do that next year. And then maybe I'll have enough to make a batch of beer or two. What else would be cool? Oh, I'm excited about this too. The Indian snake bean. I'm sure you guys have seen this if you're into Baker Creek. They get 5 feet long, up to 5 feet long, but they could be all weird shaped and supposed to taste like a green bean, but it's actually a wild gourd. Not a wild gourd, a gourd, an edible gourd. But when it gets old, it'll turn orangey, like a deep orange red, and then the seeds on the inside are covered in this orange flesh that you can use like tomato paste, apparently. Some people like it, some people think it tastes terrible. I guess it depends on how fresh the seed fruit is. Call it the seed pulp on the outside of the seed. Anyway, I got some others, but those are the really neat ones. I've already planted out most of the... Oh, here's some. I got this tip-top mahogany nasturtium. I've already sown those. I've got a big... I sowed a tray of 50 nasturtiums, because why not? And this one's pretty. Orchid cream. I'm excited about that one. Well, thanks for watching my seed haul. If you have any questions, you can comment down below. Like and subscribe if you want. I don't have many. I think maybe 30, 31 at this time. I've had a channel for who knows how many years, but I rarely upload. But now I'm going to start uploading a lot more because I've got this homestead. It's like an acre. But I plan on doing a lot of cool stuff. So if you guys want to join me on my journey, feel free. Thanks.